just talking to Eric about that the other day. I was like, what did you use before TintWiz? Because when I came into business, it was probably like week 2 or 3 of business that we switched over to TintWiz. And he's like, man, we had spreadsheets, and then we'd have to like send out proposals, put all the films on there and everything. I was like, bro, that literally sounds like the difference between us using smartphones now and older people using flip phones or like a typewriter. I was like, you're old as f***.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Born to Tint Podcast. I'm Ricky. Glad to be here with my big brother, Josh.
What's going on, everyone? Today we had a really fun conversation again with our friend Kado with TintWiz. Check it out.
So, I was drinking beer as we were watching football. So it was usually when I'm drinking, and then her parents were just out here, and it was like a marathon between me and her dad. It was like I never get to see him, but I was up until at least midnight every night, and then the day before our academy, which mentally it took me like 30 minutes to get into the groove of the academy. I was up to like 1 the previous morning.
Oh my God.
Like I think I had like 4 or 5 gin drinks and whatever else we were drinking that night. And Brittany told me, she's like, you should go to bed. I'm like, I know, but your dad's never here.
Right.
I don't get to hang out with him. So.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, but I had to be at the shop at 7. She woke me up at 6:30.
God. That's non-stop everywhere. Tanya's on it now too.
Oh, my son.
Yeah.
My 6
Yeah, but your son is how old?
He's only 6.
Right.
But he's
Tanya's how old? 6?
21.
Come
on.
21?
Yeah, 21.
No, she's like
You asked
22. Yeah. 22 this year.
But no, I had to be at shop at 7. So my wife pushed me at 6:30. Don't you have to be at the shop at 7? And I looked at my watch and I hopped up, brushed my teeth, threw clothes on, and got down there at 7:05. And I was like, oh, this is gonna be a long day.
Yeah. But I remember you were like that at where was it? I think it was a Pano meeting.
Oh, that was your guys' first year.
Last year?
No, this last year I was year before.
Yeah.
This year I was good.
I woke up to in the morning to go have breakfast, and you're still on the couch just partying away. You guys had pizza all over the table. I was like, did you go to bed yet? No.
It was me, Kyle Fuller. I think Michelle stayed up with us too. And I think Jared partaked for a little bit of time. But Kyle ordered pizza in, and we just found a couch in the corner after they shut the bar down.
In the lobby.
And then Kyle, that was the night that we went out. We walked back. We passed that place. We walked in, and we ordered one of everything. And the person looked at us like we were crazy because they're about to close in 30 minutes. We probably shouldn't have eaten that pizza because they wanted to kill us. They're like, what do you want? And we're like, guys, I just want one of everything. And we got I think 10 or 12 pizzas.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
It was that. Yeah, that might have been. No, I think that was the last day. But I think I went and slept for a little bit and then
tried back into it.
Yeah, enough caffeine.
It's a lot. You got to do those all nighters once in a while.
Yeah,
less often these days.
Yeah, and that's where this comes from. If I'm not drinking salt water, I'm not keeping my intake of salt going in, that'll happen. And it'll take me a week or so to recover.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're drinking salt water every day?
Mm-hmm. And usually if I'm not drinking carbonated, if it's in my flask, it's salt.
Just electrolytes.
So it's a package.
Salt.
Did you guys do a podcast with these guys too?
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happening.
That cookie one looked pretty incredible.
Oh, it was good. Oh, that's the only thing we messed up on. We haven't gotten any more.
We could bring some tomorrow.
We gotta bring some tomorrow.
Yeah. They're so good. I went and got some for the family. And
really? The cookies?
Yeah. They're really
The packaging is unreal.
Yeah.
No,
it's like crumble but better. And then when you look at the ingredients, they're actually made with butter and not vegetable oil.
Right.
And
yeah.
It's really good.
They're legit.
Yeah. It's
That's
cool
the way to
because
do
they're
it.
locally started. They've got 2 locations
in Vegas.
They're obsessed with the quality. So
right.
Yeah, it's really
you have to be.
Yeah.
And those guys were in Vegas?
Yeah. They're here. We're gonna bring some tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll bring some tomorrow.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, that was a fun conversation. Like you said, trust the product. They completely trust it. Their product speaks for itself. I'd say the same thing about TintWiz.
I mean, when I saw the packaging and he was so involved in it, and it's this is the experience the client gets.
Yep.
Instantly, I was like, yeah.
What's crazy, we've had family members contact us from out of state. How do we get those delivered to our house?
No way.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the question was, though, she wanted to know is, like, how fresh will they be? It's in Pennsylvania.
Just overnight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
pretty
they
sure.
come prepacked.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I
probably,
feel like you could ship it to Canada and it would still be fresh.
that was probably the best thing about those things. Because, like, you have, like, 12 of those cookies.
Yeah.
If it's an open box, you feel like you're forced to eat
You
12.
just got to eat them all right now.
And, I mean, I don't know how bad I would feel, but I probably wouldn't feel great
Yeah.
about eating that many at a time. But,
Right.
like, having just one, it's, like, the perfect amount because you feel satisfied. Like, it's, like, I don't want no more. That's, like, that cookie was so good.
Yeah, my problem is sweets. I can't just eat one.
It's tough. I haven't had sugar in like 5 months.
Oh, that's
The
good.
first like month was like headaches, withdrawal, like sweats and everything. And now it's like the easiest thing ever.
Did you weren't increasing like electrolytes when you did that?
No,
Dude,
I
you
don't.
should.
I don't look. I know.
Because that helps with that big time.
And you don't have to get unflavored. I do unflavored because
I like the unflavored. Yeah.
Because if
sure.
the other ones, they do have some calories in it, and then if I am trying to fast, I just don't want any calories.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm like cheating if I have even 5. I'm like, no, I want 0.
Go straight.
Yep.
Straight shooter.
What have you been up to, man?
Man, just life. I mean, lots of traveling. I feel like not as much as last year though. I feel like maybe half as many trips. Lots of traveling, lots of TintWiz work, lots of growing, lots of collaborations, and here we are at SEMA.
I saw you got to go to Yosemite after WFCT.
Yeah.
How was that?
That
man?
was
Place-
surreal.
Beautiful. Huh?
Yeah, have you guys been?
Yeah, when we were younger.
I've been back.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I remember when I was maybe 7,
I was
8 years
12, I
old.
think, when we went.
So I was like 7, 8.
yeah.
Yeah, 7.
That's
8.
the last time?
For him, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to go back.
Yeah, it's
I'm
beautiful.
good. Why am I gonna go check out bears?
No, just
I didn't see one bear.
when we were there, we saw a bunch of bears.
Oh yeah?
Like
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
We
We
common
actually,
occurrence.
it was
Yeah.
back when you could still camp in tents there, and I don't even know if there's areas they allow that anymore.
I think they do.
Yeah,
I think we saw a few
it's
people.
smaller areas now.
Yeah.
But they would come through the campground at night. Like
That's
you'd
wild.
hear people banging pots and pans to like scare them off.
Yeah.
And then when we floated the river one day, we came across a cub and a mom, and like we
Terrifying.
literally had to like get out of the river and get around them.
No way.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool though.
That's wild. It's such a beautiful place. I mean, we have lots of incredible places in Canada that are very woodsy and mountains and stuff like that. But Yosemite, I had no idea. When Tanya was like, hey, you want to go to Yosemite like after our trip? I was like, sure. I have no idea what that is. And then I didn't look at any YouTube videos, no pictures, anything. I just wanted to like experience
wow.
it. Yeah. So the first time or the first day we're driving through, I'm driving the Jeep and I was like, I'm a good driver and I was terrified. I'm like, there's no guardrails. I'm looking down. It's cliffs. These people are driving fast. I don't know if it's like their daily commute or something, but I'm like, I'm going so slow. And then at night, so we went to see the sunset over this incredible spot. Just, yeah, it's mind blowing. Like the
Yeah.
pictures just don't do it justice. You want to take videos and you're like, this is just a waste of time because you're looking at your iPhone. You're like, this looks like shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to post this right now, but absolutely surreal. Terrified of the dark. And when we went to see the sunset, we had to walk 2 miles back to the parking lot in the woods. Man, I've never seen dark that dark. It was terrifying.
Even living in Canada?
Yeah. Like this
Wow.
is a different kind of dark. Like it would suck up all the light from the flashlights. Like you'd look over here and that's the only circle you could see. And then we're with Justin, our videographer. Shout out to Justin. He is a very confident young man. And he was certain that we were going in the right direction.
Oh no.
And he's like, we need to cross this creek. Tanya's like, we didn't cross a creek when we came by. So that was adding some fear to our adventure. But overall, it was great. Lots of fun. We didn't see any bears. We saw some muleys. But yeah, it was life-changing.
Yeah, there's so many cool hikes there. The one I want to do is actually go up the back of Half Dome. My wife has family that lives in Clovis, which isn't far, so he goes up there all the time. That was the last time I went. We took the kids when we went to go visit them for like Thanksgiving or
Right.
something, We just went like for like a day trip because it's only like an hour and a half from their house. So he goes up there all the time. He just did Half Dome with his buddy where they made it like a 3-day trip where they hiked like halfway up the longest trail to get up there, camped out for a night, and then actually made the summit to the top of Half Dome, and then came back down, camped, and went back another day.
It's so unreal.
And then apparently it snowed there the next day, so they like just beat like the first winter storm that would have made it like
terrifying.
no fun.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
But that looks awesome. Although he said it's really sketchy, like.
Yeah, I saw videos of it, and like it's got like wires, like
giant
rebar
steps up, and he said that way down is actually way sketchier than the way up.
Really?
Yeah, but that still is like on a bucket list thing I'd like to do.
I mean, you have to do it, right? Like you have to, go for squashing your fears, overcome them. I mean, that was like me for like heights, the darkness, both huge fears, and like that was high as hell. We were going up some crazy mountains. The views were terrifying, and then the dark. And
but your memory of it now is that it was awesome.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, thank you.
When we went there when we were kids, we did the Nevada Falls hike. There's like a waterfall that you can hike up along the edge of it, and it's the same thing. It gets a little sketchy towards the top. Once you make it to the top of the waterfall, there's a giant, almost like pond, lake type area that the water doesn't look like it's moving very fast. And if you go far enough into it, you can cross it to go to the other side where there's like this giant limestone like slide that you can naturally like slide down into the water.
I remember that.
And
that's cool.
That was sketchy because like, the waterfall is like a quarter mile that way.
And if you get drug away.
Yeah. And it's like freezing cold. So like halfway through your body's like,
almost in shock.
Yeah, it was
terrifying.
Especially doing it at like 12.
Yeah,
it was.
I was doing it at 8.
Not ideal.
It was fun though. It was memorable.
It's memorable, and that's the thing with these hikes and these moments. I feel like for you, like everything you do for you, all the jiu-jitsu, all the hiking, all the running, all the things we do. It's like you put in this hard work. Like the last day we went to see these falls, and it was like an insane hike. I was dead tired. Tanya did an incredible job. Like she went all the way, and then you get to the top and you get to reap the benefits. And it's the same thing of like life, right? Like you have to go through the grind, got to go through those hard moments. And then at the end of it, here's the benefit of it. You get this incredible view that not many people get to see because you kept going.
Yeah, it's a really good metaphor for life. Yeah. And doing it in nature just always is like elevating.
It's grounding.
Getting out into nature is different. That's why I like trail running.
Right.
I've been doing a lot more like just running on the road and even treadmill, which I've always disliked. But like I'm intentionally doing it for training. So it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. But anytime I can get out on the trail, there's just something about it. After a long 10-mile trail run, you're just like, feel really good.
Yeah, no, the last one I did up in Syracuse.
You went to Syracuse?
Yeah, I texted you. I told you it was in August.
You told me like last year that you were thinking about it.
No. Look at your messages, bud.
Let's do it. We'll check it.
Oh, we're going to check. I let you know because I remember you saying like, hey, I'll come down.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
How
be part
close
of the team.
is that to you?
Like 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
And we were about an hour and a half west of Syracuse. So, I mean, that was a fun run. Really hot, but nighttime, like that pitch darkness you're talking about, like especially because you're underneath tree canopy too.
Right.
So as soon as you went into it, like wherever your light is pointed, that's the only thing you had, and then around you don't see nothing, but there's just stacks of trees.
Right.
Like
that's the terrifying part. Is like that there's things there, and you just don't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We were driving past El Cap, and where there's like all those spots you can pull off and like get out and go walk. So we pulled off, and Tanya's like, let's look at the stars. Because we had a Jeep with like a soft top that the whole top came back.
Smart.
So we put the top back, and we're all looking. Oh, wow, so pretty. Saw some shooting stars and stuff. And then she's like, oh, let's put all the windows down. So we put all the windows down. As soon as the window touched the bottom, we were like all freaking out. Like it was just like, it was darkness, right? Like you felt like you're touching the universe if you put your hand out. Yeah. So we panicked, turned the lights back on, put the windows back on, closed the roof, get out of there. But yeah, it's an incredible experience.
That's always that like being out where it's dark and you can see the stars that way and see like the Milky Way is It's one of those unforgettable things that's always made me want to go out, like go sailing.
Right.
Because I feel like out on the ocean in the middle of the night, like you see video clips of it, and it's like it looks pretty badass in video.
No.
Hard pass.
No.
I'll go deep sea fishing for like the afternoon.
I did that.
And go back to land.
Yeah.
I will not go stay out in the ocean.
No.
I'll go
Really?
stay in
Man,
monster
I don't
soup.
know.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't know. I've got sucked into some YouTubes where it's like people that are like living out on a sailboat and just
You're
like
just not going to understand unless you come do it.
That's right.
it looks bad.
Do they show you the bad parts too, though? Or are they just
Oh,
like
I'm sure.
influencers?
Yeah,
Like, our
yeah.
life is great.
No, they do. I
They're
think
Mine's
most
half
of
this
them,
video where we're fighting for our lives.
Literally.
with modern technology though, like you think about it, they got a Starlink on there, they got internet, they know when there's going
It's
to be
not
bad
bad.
weather.
They can let people know, hey, we're about to die.
That's right.
No, most of the time now they know when it's coming way ahead of time
Yeah.
and they can get around it.
100%. It's like Wolf of Wall Street. We can handle chop.
Yeah.
Let's chop.
Just a little chop.
My aunt actually, she's traveling right now. She left from Montreal, and she's going all the way to like the Bahamas or something on a sailboat. And same thing, like every day she posts about it, her and her husband. And it's like, yeah, we're staying here now for an extra like 6 days because there's a storm coming through and it was gonna take us out. And I'm like, you're nuts. There's not a chance. They're gonna take a whole year to get there.
Oh, see that's what I'm talking. That's the
Are they
type of
staying?
adventure I
Are they
wanna
going to be
do.
stuck on the ocean at any like multiple points, or are they always pulling in somewhere?
They're always pulling into some kind of.
But it's probably
Yeah,
like
see,
weeks apart.
I'd be cool
months
with that.
apart.
But like their biggest cross, I don't know how many hours it was, but they're doing 2-hour shifts. So it's just the two of them. So you have to go downstairs, use nap or eat or go to the bathroom,
Guess
and then
get-
you come back 2 hours and go sleep 2 hours. And like, so if your stint is 10 hours, and you're only sleeping 2 hours, every like, it does not sound interesting to me at all. I'm very proud of her for doing it, but
Because imagine the people that do it solo. That's crazy.
or in like smaller boats and stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, just imagine it happening about 100 and 150 years ago.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And go back to 200, 300 years ago.
Yeah.
They just can go that way.
Just have no idea what they're up against.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the part that's terrifying is when you see videos of cruise ships just like going up and slamming down. I'm like, okay, now take that, and now you're like this small,
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Pass.
saying. With today's technology, you can totally
Pass.
avoid that.
right?
Not-
Because
The
technology
cruise
is
ships
always
are
so
okay with
mostly-
it because they can handle it.
You can mostly avoid it.
That's right. Until you can't.
Until you can't, and then you're gonna have that one moment where
Don't
you
do it,
decide
Josh.
if you're gonna keep.
No,
Sailing.
I think if you have someone that's experienced enough, they can completely
charter
avoid
you.
it. Yeah, they know which areas are going to be bad, which times a year, and the
Yeah.
forecasts are typically pretty far ahead of.
I don't know. Honestly, I'd rather be at SEMA.
Yeah, I mean it's a different thing.
Right? Yeah. No oceans for me. Hard
All right.
pass.
All right. Well, so I guess you're not coming with.
No, I
No,
found
definitely not. You're going solo. You're
Yeah,
gonna be one of
you're
those
going by
solo
yourself.
people and you're not going to post anything either, right?
I mean, I'm not talking about doing this anytime soon. It's just one of those
All right.
things that I've thought.
It's a
about.
bucket list thing.
Yeah, it'd be fun to go do. I don't know if I'd want to do it solo.
Does Nikki know about this?
We've talked about it.
Okay, I'm smart.
She thinks it's interesting.
Just like when you get on my nerves, maybe I'll say okay.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Then you're a documentary on Netflix.
Yeah. when you show up to the house and she already bought a sailboat for you.
Remember that trip you wanted to take? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, set you up.
Wait, did we just increase the life insurance?
Why is there this
Yeah.
opening on this side with just a rope? It's very confusing.
I love that. You
Yeah,
guys having fun at SEMA?
Yeah.
How many years have you come now?
I think recently I have skipped a year or two, but I would say collectively I probably have been down here at least 18 times.
Yeah,
Wow.
At least, yeah.
No, more than that.
I mean, it's what, like a 40
Yeah, no,
minute
18.
drive for you guys?
Yeah, so I
Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I think I maybe actually might be saying 19. I think I squeaked my way in here when I was 15. We just had a badge for somebody else.
Nice.
I mean, that's all I was really looking for. And I looked, I could pull off being here. And then went from like 16 on, like every year it's here, we've made an appearance, and now it's come down to like the first couple of years, it was like, I wanted like 2 days, like, and actually walk through the halls and see everything. That wore it out around year 8 to 10. And then it's just became, all right, everyone's down here. I just want to go see everybody,
Right.
make my rounds, see the manufacturers, come say it. What's up to SolarGuard, Fusion, like all the usual suspects, just to say hi to everyone, maybe shrink a back window or two, depending on what they're doing. And then it's like, all right, I'm
After
out.
parties.
Really?
I skipped that last year too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. That's always been the fun part. Although I've done less of it. In younger Josh would like
Every day.
go to the tire and wheels section and try to get passes to their after parties, and
That's
'cause
hilarious.
those get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get like the big nightclubs, and
Do you have any that you're going to this year?
it's just solar guards.
Solar guards.
Yeah, that'll be the only one we go to.
Yeah.
I'm Thursday.
I'm gonna go make an appearance and be there for like an hour and a half, and
Show face.
I'm out.
That's what celebrities do.
No. Definitely not.
What old men do.
Fine with that.
Bedtimes,
Yeah, I gotta
yeah.
work the next day. I'm actually training Cash the next day. So
Black Glass?
yeah,
Very exciting.
whatever. I mean, technically, whatever he wants. To be honest,
Oh, I didn't know that was this weekend.
that's Henry, right?
It is Henry.
Henry,
Henry.
you good?
Am I bothering? Am I interrupting?
I'll come find you. Where you at?
I'm just walking around.
Okay.
Two more just to say hello and then expel. I was gonna stop by your shop actually.
All right.
We're gonna be here the next 2 days. So.
Friday, I'll be at the shop.
You guys competing anywhere?
Maybe I haven't walked around yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Always fun.
nah.
All right, I'll come see you guys.
Good seeing you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So that was for people
That's
that
Yeah.
people that can't see or hear. That was Henry. He worked for American Standard. That's where we met him when the American Standard first got stood up. He was our rep out here, and then I know he went and worked for Expel for a bit. But we've known him for a very long time. Too.
He actually is the one who hired me to work for SWF when I got out of the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I interviewed with him and Pierre. And
That's
then
pretty
I
awesome.
worked directly with him to stand up their Dallas distribution center. Like I was the first hire there. I helped set up the warehouse, helped hire a warehouse person, and learned how to do the warehouse end because at first I was kind of doing it until we hired someone. So I was
Wow.
like going out selling, cutting, boxing. So I learned that whole end of the business. And yeah, it was fun.
I just told Jody about that over at American Standard. And I was like, yeah, my brother used to work for you guys. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, he stood up the Dallas location. He's like, he did? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, he
That's
did.
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
It was a good experience to see the other side of the industry, and they did like a really good, like they brought me to the California distribution center and showed me how that worked first. Did like a 3 or 4 day class there, kind of learned more about how film's made, and it was good. Although I just didn't like the sales rep part.
Yeah.
Like, especially in Dallas.
Don't like sales.
I was driving like
No, he loves sales.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he does for us. He's great
Yeah.
at sales, but
Trying
trying to
and-
sell tinners
Yeah.
on film,
Right.
good
Yeah.
luck.
It was like, I'd visit 8 to 10 shops a day. I'd have to map out like, okay, I'm gonna go hit this area of town. Try to call them ahead of time, but a lot of times it's just pop in and see, like we have happen at our shop all the time. And you end up in shops like ours that have a manufacturer they've been using for years, and you're trying to sell them something new, and they're just like, get the hell out of
Right.
here. And then the people that were interested, that was where I realized the range in product quality out there. Like we had just always used Solar Guard, like big name films. I didn't realize people could get a roll of film for $60, like a 20-inch
Amazon.
roll. Well, or just some of these other like no name brands that I'd never even heard of.
White box.
Like Apollo
Right.
was a big one in Dallas at the time, and it was like when I went into those places, like even American Standard wasn't like a top tier priced film compared to some of the big guys. Those guys were just only buying whatever the cheapest thing they could possibly get was, and it's like, when they're buying a 20-inch roll of automotive film for $60, like they don't want to spend 90 or 100, like it's not gonna happen. So it's like, okay, well, I'm not coming back here, and start checking off the ones you're never gonna go back to, or at least not for a while. And it was like Dallas traffic. I just gotten out of the military. I definitely wasn't enjoying driving in traffic
Right.
all day long, every day. You can't get anywhere in Dallas quickly. So,
It's
drive
brutal.
200 miles a day, and just the whole day was driving.
Yeah.
It's a 30-year day.
I did not like it. I did not like it.
Sounds brutal.
Yeah. So it was just like pretty quickly. And the cool thing was, though, is it gave me the ability to canvas the market.
Right.
So the shops that like there was a couple shops that I actually did get to buy the film, and I did pretty good. I think we went from like 0 sales there to like I was up to like 60, 70,000 a month. And a couple of shops that I helped that were like, they just got into tinting. They weren't getting any support from their rep. I knew how to tint. Their tinter would walk out on them. They'd call me, be like, dude, I got a car here, it needs to get done. Like, I'll be right there. And I would help them finish a car and build some cool relationships with people that I actually still talk to this day. That one of them is actually coming by today, Jesse with Eclipse out of McKinney.
Isn't that who we sold?
No, he never bought the film from us, but I always just kept talking to him. And then once I left, I would still go back and talk to him. But the shop that I did help a lot, that was the guy's background was in 12 volt, like stereos, alarms, all that. I kind of helped even train him to a point that he was tinting on his own, and then he hired some more people. And when I left working for them, in between standing up a Green Valley operation there, which I did for like a year and a half, which again, canvassing let me know like, okay, this would be a cool area to do it. Like, I still would help him out occasionally, but he was right around the corner from Jesse's shop. Like, they're like 2 miles from each other.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was, it was cool. I met a lot of really cool people that I still keep in touch with to this day. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, being a salesperson is one thing. Being a good salesperson is key. And like how you're talking about, like, you know, like you'd call people up and they're just like, I don't want to buy your stuff. Or you go to the shop and they're just like, get out of here. Kevin De Silva, he's shout out to him. He works at 3M, and he used to be my rep when I had my shop. And he would literally just come in and just hang out. Be like, yo, what are you working on? Oh, cool. And then we talk about life and get to know each other and whatever. And now we're like super good friends. And he never tried to sell me on anything. Yeah. If anything, he gave me some like insider scoop of like something that's coming down the pipeline or whatever, something exciting. But it was never like, hey, did you try this? Try that? You get a chance to do the demo or, you know, whatever. It was just always hanging out with the guys, you know?
Well, I would say like technically you're the brand ambassador for TintWiz. So you kind of have that role where you like, you push the brand, but at the same time, I've never seen you, Eric, or anyone else like, hey, you have to, I mean, yes, you guys say you should use this, but at the same time, you guys are never on top of like trying to just shove a sale down someone's throat. It's just like, hey, go talk to them. Go talk to like this.
100%.
This is my experience. You know, it's the same thing with you.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, I mean, the best part too is like when I first started, we didn't really know what my job was going to be. It was just kind of like go with the flow. I just want you. Yeah, like that's all I want. We'll figure everything out. So like I was doing a little bit more shop visits, and I told them like straight out, I was like, I don't ever want to do sales. Like I don't want to sell people on shit. I like educating people and talking to people and hanging out with people.
That's selling. That's selling on a much smarter scale, and the fact that where you don't feel like you're being sold because no one likes to feel that way.
Exactly.
But that's
partially
genius.
I guess. Yeah. So, and same concept as Kevin. Like when he came to my shop, I learned that from him. I was like, oh, so you can like just go to a shop and hang out and just, you know, show face and add value. Here's some tools. Hey, I know how to install. You guys need help today? Like, are you down an installer? I can jump in right now and help you out. And so that was my goal all the time. And like, even to the point where like some people, there's a company in Ottawa close to me, Full Moon, great company. And I went in there, didn't really know each other too much. And he was like, oh, like, what are you here to try to sell me? I was like, man, I'm like, honest to God, I'm not a sales guy. And I really kind of honestly, like, don't really give a shit if you use it or not. Like, I believe in it because I used it for 5 years and it next leveled my business. It made my life easier. So if you want to use it, here you go. I can do a demo with you. I can show you, but here's some tools. Here's Starbucks. Here's lunch. I'm out of here. If you need help, let me know. And like, that's it. So it very much is like this place of, I used it. Like I'm not a person who just they hired on and promote the brand, be a brand ambassador. No, I'm telling you, I used it efficiently for 5 years and it was absolutely incredible. And now I get to talk to people about it.
Because you used it for the first 5 years, are you jealous of the fact that you didn't get to use this version of it now?
Yeah, 100%. I was just talking to Eric about that the other day. Like, I was like, what, like, fun question. I was like, what did you use before TintWiz? Because when I came into business was like early, like mid 2018-ish. And like I went, like, it was probably like week 2 or 3 of business that we switched over to TintWiz. Like I didn't know what I was doing. My girlfriend was doing it. I had no idea. I'm pretty sure she's the one that heard about TintWiz from Austin Cook, like watching videos or something. And I was like, what did you use before TintWiz? And he's like, man, we had spreadsheets and everything. And then we'd have to like send out proposals, put all the films on there and everything. I was like, bro, that literally sounds like the difference between us using smartphones now and like kids back then, like older people using flip phones or like a typewriter. I was like, you're old as fuck, bro. Like you were using TintWiz, like that's crazy, So I was like, you should be like super proud that you created something that, like I feel like I was blessed to and so lucky to come into an industry. So like, you guys been in it for so long. I came in at a point where the industry was growing together. We're starting with these huge events. It's so much fun. There's collaboration, there's teamwork, and I'm using TintWiz, the easiest thing to use. And then I feel bad for all the people like you guys that had, especially with your dad running the business, like old school mentality is like having those like, paper invoices or spreadsheets or whatever. And then you go to something like TintWiz, you're like, wow.
Spreadsheets would have been advanced for my dad.
Yeah, we kind of were like mishmashing some stuff together because we were trying to force being more technological. But game changer. The crazy thing to me is even like I go on bids all the time now where the person's getting multiple bids and I'm still seeing a paper bid from our competition. And, it probably, most people would think like, well, just keep that secret and like, you want to go against those bids. But honestly, like, it doesn't make sense to me.
And it helps you grow too. I mean, the biggest thing too is like you said, like right now, I feel like I had a very good version of TintWiz. But then now, like more and more features are coming out. Yeah. The cut optimizer, I'm like, are you kidding? Like, God, I wish I had that. But I'm happy other people have it. It's really, and the biggest thing too, especially with SolarGuard, like SolarGuard Wiz, is a lot of these people, not to like put SolarGuard under this like umbrella, but there's a lot of older generations in SolarGuard shops. And they're very hesitant on change because it's technology. It's hard. I get it 100%. I'm the type of person that puts myself in everybody's shoes and I see it from their perspective. So I know it's really hard to implement it in your business. But if you're looking for an exit strategy, I bought a sign shop and the guy, like it was not worth anything because he was like, here's my filing cabinet. Here's my hard drive with like random ass shit on it. And your company's worth nothing. So I got a good deal. I was happy. But if you're looking to exit and you have something in place like TintWiz and you have all of your past clients, all of the projects you've ever done, all in one place, I would pay probably 4 or 5 times more than I paid for that shop that I paid for without it.
Yeah, it allows you to systematize everything too in a way that communication's improved. Like, we're a completely different business now with it than without it.
Yeah, touching on real quick, like not sharing the secret sauce to everyone. I want more people to use it.
Oh, I do too.
Because the people that end up going into it and they actually realize the value it brings, like the evolution of TintWiz, how things have been added, that's a collective of everybody saying, hey, what if could you possibly do this? And then it being sent in. And then as that piles up, all of a sudden that request gets to a certain demand point where Eric's like, all right, we need this. And then, the cut optimizer, I think we were telling him we wanted something like that, I think 2 years ago. And he's like, we're working on it.
Right.
And then when it dropped, it was like, this is awesome. And that's how it's been with all the small, all of a sudden I'll see like a beta thing pop up on our thing. I'm like, yes, I can't wait to check this out.
Well, even how we started using it was like, we'd been trying to crack the code for inventory management forever. And that's how I was like, hey, we can use the free demo. It was COVID, like we got time. Let's at least just start using it for inventory. So when we first started using it, it was like, let's see if how this inventory thing works. We implemented that, started using it. We didn't really change anything else immediately. But then that was so good that it was like...
I thought we did that before COVID.
It was like right before. Like, it was like right. No, like...
That was 2019, 2018.
No, we literally... The reason I made that video with my kids helping do it was because they weren't in school because of COVID. Yeah. So I literally just brought my kids in and was like, hey, we're going to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it. And then as they were doing it and figured it out pretty quick, and they were young at the time, I was like, oh, I'm going to make video of this. And I was like, I saw Eric giving to the community and just like give. And it was like, well, let's promote this for him. And like selfishly, I'm thinking if I make video content that I put out on our socials, all of our employees that are reluctant to like learn this new thing
are going to see my kids
doing it. So now they have no excuse to say this is too complicated.
Yeah.
I just had 12-year-olds helping load the inventory into the system.
That's a good idea. I'm going to start getting ideas together and creating content to just get kids to do all of the features in TintWiz.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a great idea.
Like just get a shop and then just get a whole bunch of kids in there. Like they're the ones running it.
Train them and say, like, I trained them for the past 3 hours.
Yeah.
Now they're using it.
That's right.
So I don't think I'll be able to do this is thrown out the window.
Right. Or find all of the oldest people I can find. So do like 2 versions, all the oldest people and all the youngest people. You guys have no more excuses.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to your point about the features too, about you guys messaged for like, pitched it for like 2 years. If you guys have an idea that you want like implemented or you think it's a good idea or anything like that, like we get messages like pretty regularly about it, like socials, or someone will like talk to us at the SEMA show. Hey, you guys should do this. The best place to do that is you go into support, live chat, put your ideas in there, because then the development team is going to see it directly. And then the more people that message us about that feature, like you said, the higher up on the priority list it gets.
And your guys' support feature on that app has been key the whole way for us. The responsiveness is insane. There's always an answer. Like even inventory, for example. Every now and then we come across a film that just isn't in there yet because it's new or something. Just literally take like a screenshot of the end of the roll or send over like a PDF of the spec sheet for it. And always less than an hour, I get a message back, all right, it's in there.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely. And we have some changes too coming down the pipeline that are going to help manage that as well. So hopefully it cuts down time. Hopefully it helps our users
Cuts down time. Was an hour not quick enough?
Well, is there going to be a way for us to just do it? Or
I mean,
no?
it's for what?
Like, I'd rather it not be us doing it, but like, is that what you mean? Like, there'd be a way?
No. I mean, in terms of support.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's out. It's as fast as it needs to be, man. Like,
I mean, there's times that it gets overwhelming, especially with the development team. Like if they're managing both sides, it gets overwhelming. So
that's just scale. More people using it now.
Exactly. Yeah, it's growing.
So all I have to do to get something added to that program is I just have to rally a good amount of people that I know that use it, and we'll all send a message in at the same time.
We've got a good platform to do that.
Correct. So here's the thing: you do it, but just like the cut optimizer, you were asking for 2 years.
It takes time.
Potentially, they started working on it that day. So like, if Ricky wants it, we got to get it done. But the thing is, we're not going to launch anything ever unless it's fully user friendly. It's super easy to use. It doesn't crash. It's not complicated. It works every single time. There's no downtime. It's not going to make things worse for you. Like, there's a bunch of other companies, not just like in CRMs, that just push features all day. There's something new. It
makes it more complicated.
It gets complicated, harder to use. There's more crashes. There's more downtime. There's more confusion for staff. Again, like, to talk about my business and TintWiz, the admin that I hired. So when I was in my business, I feel bad for the employees that I had, because I didn't have any training scheduled. I didn't properly do anything. It was like heads down. We got shit to do. We'll learn on the fly. The admin that I hired, shout out to Caitlin, she had like zero experience in the automotive industry. She had zero experience answering phones or doing anything computer-wise or sending out quotes or anything. Within like a month, I was like, this is TintWiz. This is what you use. Go look at all the YouTube videos, message support if you have questions. I don't have time. And she learned it. And then like dialed it in so that like I was learning things from her. She was showing me how to do things more efficiently. And I was like, yo, if someone like this, like your kids kind of thing with zero experience can learn it, anybody can, right?
Yeah. The thing that I like about the stuff that's been added is exactly what you just said. It's like, it hasn't changed how you got to interface and use it. Like a new feature gets added and it doesn't like force you to use it. It's just there, and it's not in a way that the whole app just changed. So I know people are afraid of that because other CRMs are completely changing the interface all the time.
100%.
We use High Level now for some of our sales side of stuff, and they just had an update on the app that all of a sudden how I can access stuff in there completely changed. And it's like I got in that habit of using it a certain way, and then I had to like relearn how to access stuff. That's nenever happened with any of the upgrades in TintWiz.
And I mean, it's like Facebook. Like back in the day, like I feel like they've stopped doing it for the most part, but like for the first like 5-10 years, every time they would have an update, the interface would change. Something would be different. This button's gone. This is here.
Some people wouldn't even update for the sole fact that
exactly
that happened. They're like, no,
I'm
holding out, and then it would have to be updated, and they would do it, and they would reluctantly be like, oh, whatever. Now I got to change everything.
Get used to it.
Yep.
people don't like change. So when you do change, it has to be user friendly. It has to be simple integration for whatever you're already doing. It can't be this whole like revamp and change everything. People don't like that.
No.
Yeah, especially when your whole business is centered around it and you've created systems in place that people are using it a certain way. Like,
Yeah.
that's a pain in the ass.
And then retraining staff or the whole team. Like, that's a lot of time. It's a lot of money. It's just a lot of headaches. Things can go wrong, right? If you're clicking the wrong thing, you don't know where anything is anymore. And I feel like it takes the professionalism away. Like, if you're now TintWiz upgraded last night, completely different interface, and now your client comes in and you're like, yeah, let me just hang on, let me just find this button now. Like, you don't even know where anything is. So
Totally.
yeah, change is good, but not too much change.
No, yeah, that's why everything that's been updated in TintWiz is just like an added on thing. Like the next thing that I have requested, and I need to send it in through the app. It'd probably be better if I did that, like you're saying, is being able to assign square footage to an installer, to where at the end of the job it just shows this is what you tinted, this is what they tinted, and
So explain the feature from start to finish. Like, how do you envision it?
All right. So on any given job, which the hard part about this is if you have multiple windows at the same size in the same room, I could see it being hung up and being able to split it between the installers. But somewhere, I don't know about it's like where it'd be, but like say right here, say I have 2 installers on this job. Diego does these 2 windows, and then Ian does these 2 windows. Then be able to just like click.
Right.
Or a drop down menu to put that installer on there, and then at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you can really look at the analytics like, all right, you installed
This many square.
this much.
Of this film, this many square feet of this film, and then have a way to track. Because right now, that is one of the things that we still, that is one that I have asked for.
It's not necessarily a hard thing to do, but I
But it's
understand
still
it.
another
If you do,
spreadsheet.
if
For
you-
sure.
Yeah, if you are installing all day, you just got back, you unloaded the van, but then you got to go through your day. If it was a split up day, if you're by yourself, it's quite easy. Just look at the job square footage, input it into the spreadsheet. It makes life easy. But when it is a split job where it's carrying into 2 days, like sometimes the installers, like they do their square footage because that's how they get paid, but it like won't get done until like the last day of the week.
Right.
What would make it easier for them, and then part it'll make it easier for my person who does payroll, to where it's like you just go into TintWiz, click install that week, and there's your number, and you don't have to worry about calculating anything. They don't have to add anything up or splitting up windows. It's just literally boop,
It's all there.
right there. Which I know it'll probably happen one day, even like on the auto side. We assign a flag hour per window, so each window represents value of how many hours they can make in a day. So like a roll up single door is a half hour, or beyond even calculating, I guess, hourly for them, it would be being able to assign someone to that window. Even for the other added aspect is if something unfortunately does go wrong, if there's something in the window, it's like I can pull the job up and like, all right, this is the guy who installed it, and go take a look at it. You know, if it's something that's like where they made an honest mistake, or something that's like, all right, well, hey, this went wrong because of this. Then I can train my guys, and then it's not more likely me calling them like, all right, you guys were both on this job. Who tinted this window?
Right.
Just so I can, try to help train them and better them as installers, because it could have been something where they haven't tinted on that window before, so they thought they knew. I'm not saying they thought they were doing it right, and they weren't. And it's like, so they're like, hey, try this next time, you'll get a much better result. I know you haven't come across this before.
And even just who's going to do the redo, like
That too.
which we already do track in a separate spreadsheet. So again, it's a whole other thing that our auto manager has to manage. And I get that it won't be useful for everybody immediately, even the square footage thing. If it's like a solopreneur that they are the installer, like that isn't something they're thinking about yet.
You're right.
But when you do have multiple installers,
100%.
it would be.
I mean, it definitely
It would be
sounds
a
like
good
a feature
feature
that would take a lot to develop, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot of moving parts to it, but
to make it
sounds awesome.
simple and user friendly, I feel like would be
Exactly. That's the hard part, right?
Yeah.
It's like, we could probably come out with this like in a week, but it's gonna be confusing as hell, and it's not gonna be efficient. It's not gonna work right.
How do you do it without changing the look of the entire app?
It's gotta flow. Yeah. And then, like you said, like some solo guys aren't gonna enjoy having these extra features in there if they're not gonna use them. So do you make it a clickable one that you can add in there, or it disappears if you don't ever use that?
Well, actually, I'm not trying to simplify it, but again, splitting up a room, that would be the hard part. So the guys would say like, hey,
Right.
I'm doing these 2 panels because that's the 2 panels I'm doing. But even on the completed part, whoever clicks it completed, and then it gives them at the end of the day, it totals out everything that they clicked and
their square
complete. So
footage.
now the installer's got to go into a different sheet, but like it's not that hard
That's
to
a
hit
good
sheet
start.
at the end
That's
of
a
the
good start
day
point.
to start clicking, and then it automatically. Honestly, I didn't realize it actually assigned who completed it. So I mean, you guys are halfway there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that. So when the job
There's a
gets
cut and
cut,
completed.
all right, job's been cut, and you can see who cut it or who completed the job. So I know that got added in there.
I didn't even know that was there.
Well, me and Armando did.
Well, we're pitching ideas, but we don't even know everything.
Well, he does. He's not in that part of the company
Right.
anymore. Armando knows about it. Armando uses
I knew
it.
it was there for cut. I didn't know it was for complete.
Yeah, the complete was there
so
too.
what is both of your favorite features? Like the ultimate, like,
Oh, it's easy for me.
Yeah.
Tasks.
okay,
Tasks. Just to be able to, because I was like, as soon as we started implementing tasks and using it to where this is how, if you're going to relay something to me that needs to be done on this project, customer calls me, this needs to be cut, this needs to be printed, whatever it needs to be. I've told all my people, if you do not task it to me, it doesn't exist.
Right.
And I'm not telling you that. You're going to tell me to my face, I'm going to blatantly forget. It's no, I have a lot going on, and I'm not trying to discount. Like I'm trying to pay attention to what you're saying too. But I'm honestly, I might forget. But if it's tasked to me, I can see the day you sent it to me, the time you sent it to me, to where if all of a sudden I get to that point and it's not done, like it is my fault.
you're held accountable.
Yep.
They're held accountable. They
Yep.
can be like, listen, I messaged you. What do you want me to do?
Everybody can see it.
I did my
Yeah.
minimum.
Oh, that'd be a good added feature. If you have someone who doesn't clear their tasks, say for like 4 or 5 years,
Yeah,
be able
they
to
lose
clear,
their job
Well, be able to clear them out without having to go through and
individually.
yeah, you have
select.
to you have to individually select everything right now. Like
All right.
when we implemented that, like, hey, tasks is everything. I think we all had a couple hundred. I think I had a couple
Right.
hundred. So like, I would do like I'd go through like I'd go to my oldest ones,
Yeah.
rip through that, and then I got to a certain point where it's like, all right, I actually got to start looking at these now because I'm something I might have
You're
to
catching
do.
up.
Yeah, and I would try to do like 10 or 12 a day. Just like, and it's like, I'm not going to bite off 200 of these because like sitting there and doing it, it's just time
I'm
consuming.
at the point now where I try to keep it like under 20 because
Yeah.
I've got a handful that are to myself
Yeah.
that aren't like timely. That's
It
just like
sounds like a you guys issue. I
That's
feel like
like
you guys need to be
thi-
more efficient on
this-
your end.
Oh
Yes.
no, I believe me.
no for me. If
I agree.
if
After I
keep-
cleared mine out,
No.
I was like, "You just need to sit down and do it." Like you just need
Yeah,
to,
that's
like,
right.
it's going to be a couple hours. Believe me, I know.
Right.
I did it.
Did
But
it.
you just need to do it, and then you need to stay on top of it because if it balloons up again, that means you're not doing what you're supposed
Well,
to be
It's like
doing.
emails, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
for me, if I keep it under 20, I know there's nothing like that needs to get taken care of because
Right.
there's like this customer said they'd be interested in getting their windows cleaned if we start offering that as a service. Like, and it's there just as like a reminder in the future to look back at. It's not something that an action needs
Exactly.
to be taken on. So I know right now that's where my number is at. Like if I look at it and it's over, I'm at 30 right now because we're here.
I can't see yours. I
Um,
only see mine.
But there's honestly a handful
26.
handful
Good.
of them that are not timely either. Like
Yeah.
anything that's timely over the last couple of days has been handled.
Right.
So it's like I can look at it and know what the number it's at. Like okay, there's nothing new there right now. But
So you just consistently hold it at like a 30.
right now that's where it's been. Yeah, because I know those ones aren't like something that's
They're not pressing.
not at all.
I agree. I think the task feature is underestimated for sure. Because again, back to when I had my shop, like we did signs, we did wraps, we did PPF, we did tin, we did absolutely everything. And every single call that any of the employees ever had, or any issues or anything, like everything had to be documented.
Yep.
And then at Kado, at Caitlin, at whatever. And then that way it's off their hand. I'm like, if you document this stuff, and it's the same thing for images. Like I went into a shop like about a month ago to help train some PPF stuff, and one, they weren't using TintWiz, so I was like, "This is TintWiz, like use it, whatever. I don't care." But I was like talking to the installer, so I was like, "Here's both perspectives. As a business owner, if you don't have before and after pictures, you're liable for it. If the installer doesn't have before and after pictures, he's liable for it, right? Like, yes, the business is going to cover the expense of whatever, the scratch on the car or something, but the business owner can't, like, yes, he trusts his employee, but if the client says something and the employee didn't document it, then it's like, well, I trust my employee, but like, I don't have it documented. So like, sorry. So I'm like, you as an installer, you should be taking pictures after pictures after pictures, because then if your boss comes at you, say your boss is an asshole, and he just wants to blame you for stuff. And he comes after you and he's like, hey, what happened here? Why is this scratch here? Well, it's documented. Here's a picture. Here's this. Here's that. Like I've saved my ass.
Yeah. Plus,
So-
you have marketing capital from it. You've got before and afters
100%.
of everything.
There's so many benefits to all this stuff, and like people just need to, they're hesitant on doing it. Just need to do it. Once you do it, it's like social media. It's like posting more content. It's like everything. It just becomes habit, becomes your lifestyle, and then it's just much simpler to live life.
Oh yeah, it really grabbed hold for the auto side after like we have intake photos, we have out photos, and then anytime you come across damage, it has to be like you need to notate it right then and then let the manager know, and so he can contact the customer.
Exactly.
So I have all those timelines set in place. It really grabbed hold. Like I think we had a few jobs that it saved us. Obviously,
A lot.
God
too.
knows how much money because they're like, oh, there's a scratch. Like it was our IT guy that ended up putting like all of our stuff in our shop. We tinted his car for him, and super nice guy. The next day he's like, hey man, there's a scratch on the back of my car. Like I literally hand wash. And this dude's a very
Meticulous.
Yes, he's an IT guy. So it's So he was like, I hand washed my car beforehand, and I was like, all right, send me a photo. He sent a photo to me. I went straight into TintWiz, looked at his car, and thankfully it was a black car. Black cars are the best because everything shows. I zoom in, and exactly where the scratch is, I zoom in. I'm like, all right, see right there? I goes, that was before we pulled your car in. He's like, oh my God. Dude,
Here's the timestamp.
He's like, dude,
Yeah,
I'm so
we've had
sorry.
that happen
He's like, I
several
had
times.
no idea. I wasn't trying to accuse. I was like, dude,
Of course.
there's a reason why this is in place is for stuff like this. Because I do trust my guys wholeheartedly. Like, my guys will tell me if they break something or if they damage something because
100%.
we just take care of
It's
it.
accountability.
Yeah, it's like they understand we will lose customers if we just try to say, well, it wasn't us, have a nice day, piss off. Like, so if anything ever does get broken, you can look through our reviews where we have scratched or broken something,
We
and
take care of
then
it.
we take care of it. We replace it and say, we break a windshield. Before I tell the customer, the windshield's already ordered.
Exactly.
Like, hey, the windshield's going to be here on this day. I'm very sorry
Solve
this
the problem
happened.
first.
Yep.
And then let them know what the solutions are.
And then those end up being the customers that
The
get
best.
the most referrals. They
100%.
come back, they give a good review. Like,
Yeah.
so you turn this bad situation that, it's going to cost you a little bit of money in the short term, but you end up getting it back. In the long
I've
term.
rewrapped cars before, like complete cars, because the material failed and they wouldn't cover the material, like the manufacturer. And I've rewrapped the whole thing. And again, like still to this day, hands down, the best friends that I have now, the best clients I ever had, the people that still rep my merch from like 5 years ago are those people that like, you show them your true colors. We're here to take care of you. It doesn't matter what it costs. They love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, those are the best interactions too. It's like, especially when you call the customer. I had one recently with the back window of a Mustang. I called the guy and he was being very cordial, but he definitely came off as like he was ready to like go to battle with me. And then I was like, oh, the back window's ordered. I was like, I can see your car come in. I don't have any clear angles. My guys didn't document anything, so your window's ordered. Like it'll be here in a week. And he was just like, he always kind of like paused, and he was like, I appreciate that. And then it's like, and then we had a really good conversation. Happy as hell.
Yeah.
And, it cost a little bit, but I think we ended up doing another car for him. We've fried a dash before on the GTR.
Ouch.
There was one of the switch, something electrical in the dash that wouldn't let the car start with the push button.
Oof.
Yeah, well,
That's a hard one.
that one was a tough.
That
pill.
one hurt.
That one hurt. That was $2,500. But like I called the guy and told him, and like, hey, obviously we're gonna take care of it. He already had the dealership, and thankfully it would still start with a key, because if it didn't start with the key, it's like, hey, just
In your shop.
well, then I gotta get him a rental car, and
Right.
it was the part was back ordered like 3 to 4 weeks.
And if it's a GTR, you have to get them something that's a Prius or a Corolla. So
Well, with how that whole process rolled out, at the end of it, he's like, "Hey, I have my wife's car. I want to do the same thing to hers that I did to mine." And he put crystalline on the whole thing. So it's like, all right, it's $2,500. His car covered half. Her car covered the other half. But now I have a customer for life who's always going to recommend me because we made sure we made it right and took care of it. And I literally told him like, "Hey, they did something they weren't supposed to do, and unfortunately, that's how the water got underneath there. And now we have a line item protocol to make sure that never happens again."
Right.
Thank you for letting me correct this. And
Yeah.
It's like, no, thank you for taking care of it. Like, I understand, dude, shit happens. And
yeah,
it's like,
I think
thank
most
you.
people are understanding as long as you're open and honest with them. Josh, what's your favorite feature? So
Approval button.
okay, so wait, what is your like title? What is it that you do most days, and that's why task is your feature? And then what's your title, and why do you like your feature?
I think it's my technical title, CEO.
Okay.
So it's just running through, being able to run.
Like, what's your day to day that you like tasks so much?
If anything needs to be done between any of the departments, being able to communicate that into each department and then let them do their jobs.
Awesome.
And so it's not having to, I gotta go talk to him. I gotta go talk to him. Hey, do you remember that? No, it's just I send a
You
task.
take it off your memory. Like, you got other things to think about.
And anything that I need to be done, that they need me to do, I can then roll through my tasks in the morning. So it's usually when I go in the morning, is there anything customer related that I have to handle? Someone I got to call, take care of that. And then beyond that, are there jobs like print, something I got to print, design, or if Armando's got a question on a job itself, I roll through that and then I start packing them off one by one.
Yeah.
But it's like being able to organize. It organizes my day. Having to go from flat glass to auto to the front admin to recording stuff, like I can organize. I can look at that list and know, like, all right, well, I know the timeline on that one, this one, and I can organize my day to where I get to set my day up.
And the best part too is having like a central location.
Yes.
So you're not saying like you don't have a group chat or we're doing it through here or Slack or whatever. It's like it's all in here.
Yeah.
So there's no miscommunication.
Yes.
It's just all tracked right there.
Yep.
And again, for me, like anything is the accountability is number one. So that before and after page, the task, whatever. If I'm an employee and I write a task in there, I'm happy that like I know I just did my job.
Yep.
Now I can take that off my mind. It's on his shoulders now. Don't care.
Yep.
Do your thing.
Yep.
I would say he wears more hats than CEO. I think the COO is probably because
Technically, that's supposed to be Michelle.
well, we haven't really changed that though.
Oh no,
Day-to-day
I've
operation.
forced her to do things that she
Well,
doesn't want to do. I'm like,
all the
you're
things you just
CEO,
listed
I'm
off,
not.
though,
You gotta
are
go do
more-
that.
I mean, dealing with the operations side but either way. Right now, I'm just mainly doing architectural sales.
Amazing.
So canned proposals is huge. Just the whole proposal system. The fact that once I take the measurements, I can create it really fast right there on the job site and then go over it with the customer, send it to them. If I don't close it right there, the fact that I can be at my kids' cross-country meet and boom, I get a $5,000 approval just because it's in the customer's hands. It's
Right.
not like they don't have to call. And I let every customer know too, like you want to move forward with this, the fastest way to get the ball rolling is approve the proposal and we will contact you to schedule. We'll send you your invoice. Like my team will jump into action. It won't necessarily be me. It's probably going to be Armando. Like
Right.
I already prepare them for that. I let them know they can call me and talk to me at any point in time if they want. But the fact that I can unload those next steps to the next person that's responsible for it anyways.
This works trickles down.
Yeah, so that
How
system.
often are you closing jobs like on location versus afterwards?
Hopefully, 40% of the time.
It's
I'm trying to get you some numbers.
Yeah, it's about that.
Yeah, 40%.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, when we're really busy and I'm doing like 10 a day, 8 to 10 a day, I would say it's about that.
Yeah.
And what's people's hesitation, do you find?
A lot of the times it's either price or just the other decision makers not there.
Right.
I would say those would be the two number ones.
Yeah.
It's just like, and either they had a price in mind that matches up and they already knew they want to do it. And obviously repeat customers, it's,
Easy.
yeah, like and that's the other thing, having the notes in there from the intake, the conversation, if it is a repeat customer, being able to click on them, see all the past projects, like I'm listing off a ton of features now, but that is huge going out on a sale and seeing, oh, we've already done 2 cars to this person. We did their last house and we've already done some of this house that I'm going on a consultation right now.
So-
I know what films they've already used. I know how much we charged. I know all of that in like one click.
To add on to that, I love that concept. And I think that it's also important for people in the notes to add things like his wife's name is Susan, or he likes talking about his golden retriever,
Yeah.
or the kid just turned 2. You know, all these like little things where he really likes Lamborghinis or something, all these like little features. Cause then now you go to the house, you see their past projects, and then you see like, oh, hey, how's your golden retriever doing? Like,
He needs to get a little better at that.
Yeah, we
Kevin
could
does
definitely
it.
do better at
it's
that.
always
But
been fun.
we,
Yeah.
that's
Cody's
gonna-
mentioned
I'm
that
gonna follow up
before,
that.
and like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. I just need to
Utilization of
implement, yeah.
notes. Like it doesn't have to be this like straightforward, like it's
Yeah.
just for tin or it's just
Yeah.
for this or it's just for that. There's so many ways that you could utilize this.
Yeah, like this person's into baseball. Like typically,
Right.
If I'm the one looking at it, I remember the person. And, but if somebody else is
download
looking
that into your head.
That's right.
Into your phone.
Yeah, because I mean the thing too is like if it's like slow time or you're gearing up for like winter or something, I can go past in past projects, maybe people that send you 5-star reviews or something like that, and you go and look and it's like, oh, he really he likes what is the Raiders here?
Yeah.
He really likes the Raiders.
Send
you
me
buy
something. Yeah.
a pack of tickets or something for the Raiders or a jersey or something
Because
because
give them away because we can't sell them at the moment because no one wants to buy them.
yeah, doing good.
Well,
The
Well,
Raiders.
that's why you're trying to get me to go to the Raiders.
I mean,
Yeah, while we're talking about sports, how about Toronto?
How about Toronto? It's Toronto.
That's what I said.
No, you said Toronto.
What
it
is
is
it?
Toronto.
Toronto.
No.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Isn't there two
Well,
at
when they
the
win the
end?
World
There is,
Series,
but-
we will say it the way you want.
Well, all right. Deal.
Man, that was brutal.
We'll have to wait another like what 15, 20 years.
Nah, they got a good team, man.
I mean,
They got a good team. So I
it's
would.
disappointing, but they tried hard. I'm proud of myself.
That was the most amazing World Series maybe ever.
Really.
I don't like the Dodgers because I always watched them beat the Braves growing up. So I've never had an affinity for the
I was
Dodgers.
cheering
And
for them
Toronto
this
is just
time.
kind of like it's Toronto, whatever.
Right.
So for having two
Canadians.
teams in there that like I didn't say care less to watch. It's
Yeah.
like whatever. That was probably one of the best World Series I've ever watched.
I love that.
The back and forth between them, like Toronto stomps in that one game, and then all of a sudden they get back into it. 18-inning game, like
It was entertaining.
I mean, Game 7 going extra innings, and how that happened in the last inning, like
Yeah.
I could believe, like, hey, that was scripted because it sure
Right.
as shit felt like it. Like
Same.
it was crazy. Like the catch, Rojas catching the, I think no, it wasn't Rojas. It was
The center fielder,
yes,
that catch was
Pagan
insane.
catching it over Kiki Hernandez. And like I just saw an interview
I
today.
thought the game was over. I was like, oh,
Well, Hernandez wasn't hurt. He like everyone thought like he got hurt by that. No, like, he talked about it on the TV show. He said, "No, I thought we just lost the game. Like my head was down, so I thought it was like we just lost the World Series." And then he thought, it's like I felt the tap on my shoulder, and he's like, "Did you catch it?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then I jumped up all excited. He's like, I thought we just lost, and I was like, I've never thought of that.
well, even
But
that play at home, that was like a millisecond away from him split not being.
he never
right.
should have slid.
No,
There was zero reason
right?
to slide there.
No.
Zero reason to slide
Yeah,
there.
there's lots
He
of
cost.
controversy over that.
Oh, he cost his team the World Series. He doesn't
Yeah.
slide. You guys win because when
Right.
his foot's being lifted, he's touching the back. Game's over,
Yeah,
Well,
without a doubt.
I know.
It's
Don't
crazy.
slide.
that
When it
was
comes
that.
down to that much time, it's like, oh
for a
no.
whole season of
For
100
real.
and however
I
many
feel bad
games.
for that guy.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's just natural to slide. Like that's just a natural thing that happened for him. It's a weird situation where it's like, hey, I'm not going to go slide into home plate. Like you're not
They
going
need
come
to do
across.
some tests of like,
Oh, no,
is it
you
more
def-
efficient to run or
Yes.
slide?
Well, there's
100%.
actually been some. There's been some. We're running out of time, but how into baseball have you been your whole life?
0%.
Oh, okay. So it just
I'm
in the
a
last
sports
couple of
fan.
years, I don't remember which team it was figured it out, but they've been figuring out how to get around double plays in a scenario where instead of sliding into second, they'll just run past it.
Right.
That changed.
So it's only
you
the
gotta get
first
a base
base that
path.
you have to stop on, right?
No, but
Oh, no,
no,
you gotta
you can run through.
run through,
But
yeah.
if you run past second or third, they can tag you out.
Right.
But in a scenario where you're sliding, you might be able to beat out the ball by running through the bag. And now they got to come chase after you or get the out at first. And now you've broken up a double play.
Yeah.
That's like new. That's been figured out in the last couple of years.
No, sliding definitely slows you down. That's already been proven. You lose time when you slide.
Yeah.
Like, but you're trying to avoid attack. He wasn't being tagged.
Yeah.
So, but that's getting like to break the whole series down to that one thing. It's like no, it's
What it
multiple
comes
things.
down to, right?
Yeah.
It's always that one
It was
moment.
amazing.
Well, unfortunately, we got to wrap it
We're
up.
going to end it on
Crazy.
Toronto.
Toronto.
I'm going to keep messing that up.
Toronto.
It's Toronto.
Appreciate you come sitting down, taking some time. It's always good catching up with you. I can't wait to see all the new things and features that are going to be added, and also all the events and all the crazy cool shit you guys do all year long. I look forward to this next year coming up. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate you
thank
guys.
See
Thank
you
you
at
for
Dinner
being here.
Battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dinner
So we'll get to see
Dinner
you again
Battle.
soon.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you guys know how this works. Follow on, subscribe. Appreciate it. Later.
Thank you.